In New York's complex real estate landscape, nonprofits and faith-based organizations face unique challenges and opportunities. Ariel Property Advisors helps them navigate both.
Ariel Property Advisors is a commercial real estate services firm based here in New York City. We have 3 separate divisions: investment sales, capital services, and market research. And our mission is to provide real estate expertise that allows our clients, our employees, and our communities to really reach their full potential. I'm Mike Tortorici. I'm one of the founding partners at Ariel Property Advisors.
For nonprofits, that mission becomes even more important. Many of these organizations rely on real estate to support the work they do, and navigating that process requires the right guidance.
A lot of nonprofits really like working with Ariel because we take a real advisory approach to the business. The first thing we do when we encounter a nonprofit, a faith-based organization that's thinking about doing some kind of transaction to pursue their mission is do a free asset evaluation for their property. And that gives a full overview of what we think the property is worth today, what are the factors that will drive that value up or down, and then we work with them to figure out based on those values, what's the right structure they should be thinking about to best pursue their mission.
With so many paths available, nonprofits often need a trusted advisor, someone who understands the city, the market, and the complexity of each borough.
New York is a very tricky environment to understand. Every borough has different strengths, every borough has different weaknesses, every borough has different drivers for value in real estate transactions. So it's great for nonprofits to engage a broker so they could tap that well of knowledge, really know what they're working with, and position themselves for the most success. I often say that principals should interview multiple brokers so they could really get a wide range of knowledge, wide range of insights. And even if they pick one broker versus another, they might learn something in another meeting that informs how they proceed with a particular property.
Faith-based organizations also face a unique approval process, one designed to ensure transparency and protect the value of their assets.
Another great way for brokers to add value to a nonprofit is tapping the right professionals for different elements of a real estate transaction. Could be an attorney that's familiar with working with nonprofits, could be a zoning expert. Brokers know a lot about pricing, but the nitty-gritty of New York City zoning code is very complex. So oftentimes you want to get an opinion about what the options are for air rights and bulk and how things can be built, different bonuses that are available for different properties. So knowing the right people to tap for that is important. And then there's other types of professionals. There's different brokers focused on different specialties. Maybe there's a leasing need. Maybe there's a connection to some other type of partnership with different nonprofits. There's a whole wide array of issues, and a broker can be a focal point to getting a nonprofit in the right direction with different problems.
For faith-based organizations, certain transactions also require state-level approval.
Key things about doing a real estate transaction for faith-based nonprofits in particular. Nonprofits otherwise are a little bit different, but for faith-based nonprofits, many times they need to go to the Attorney General to get approval for their transaction. And it's very important, a very important part of that approval process is showing to the state that they ultimately got the best price available, the best business terms available. And they need to do that, they need to show through either appraisers and or a marketing process that they saw where the market is, they got competitive offers. Having a broker run that process, provide the offers that are necessary to justify pricing is a very important part, and the Attorney General looks to that when making their determination as to whether the transaction would be approved.
One example illustrates how creative structuring can support both mission and community.
So right now we're in contract for a ground lease for a religious organization in the Bronx that has a beautiful landmark structure that needs a fair amount of repairs and needs some rejuvenation. Adjacent to that, they have a large parcel that they decided to ground lease. And we're right now in contract for a ground lease that once we get all the approvals and everything necessary, will be a source of revenue for the organization to repair their church and then have a future stream of cash flow so that they can continue to thrive for the next 99 years under that ground lease, and then 99 years later, they'll receive the full property back into their control. So there's a lot of different ways that faith-based organizations can get creative with their real estate to accomplish, to really revitalize their presence in a community while also making sure their real estate is working its best for them.
Providing clarity and confidence in every stage of the real estate process. To learn more about how Ariel Property Advisors supports nonprofits and faith-based organizations, visit our website